Yeah.
All right, people. So we're back inside Fantastic Fridays. Well, I want to vibe with the ladies. They're talking to us. They're letting us know what's on their mind, like how they manage these things and what they look forward to, and who them like and who them not like. So we're going to find out some more. Just about 2 or 3 questions to go. Yeah, as we try to understand women, as men ask and women answer. So let's go. One of the questions we did ask last week, we did ask, do you keep in touch with your ex's family? And we did get that answer as well. So we're going to go.
And a live counseling session.
Yes, that broke out into a little rap session with the lady. Them take over the show. And the guests them start ask questions.
So good.
No, sir.
And we continue that.
And people on the live were giving advice too. I think his mother wants you back.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to get into the meat of the matter, right? Now, we talked about ladies having, their idea of a good man. Mm-hmm. We do know that ladies kind of sometimes would have a certain type that they would so-called go for, right? So if they have been going for their type, right, and they haven't been successful in these relationships, I know oftentimes they probably blame the guys, but then the guys would probably say, boy, the ladies them not choose the right man. So I want to ask the ladies, do you think women would have more success in relationships if they date persons outside of their usual type?
Yes. No. No. Not for me, at least.
Yes.
Kim is still thinking. Jada says yes. Kimone says yes.
Yeah. Depends.
Shanel says no.
Depends.
All right.
Vehement no.
Let's hear why there's a vehement in the studio right now. Why do you say it's such a strong no?
Because I feel like, or at least for me, I don't know about everybody else.
Are you? Yeah.
For me, what I'm attracted to is so tied in with who you are. Mm-hmm. If I don't have that, it's like I'd be tricking myself to be attracted to you, and nobody deserves that. I feel like when I love somebody and when I truly care about you is a level of devotion that you wouldn't get had I had to convince myself that on paper you're right, so maybe I should try this because I've tried it and it never worked.
All right, so let me give you an example before we go further, because I can assure you that we're people here, right?
Well, Sam Jo actually said the same thing as her. She says no, did that, still single.
Did that sound like a one try? But anyway, we know that one try not really speak for itself. But I'm saying, guys, I'm sure that currently, possibly today, we are, let's work with food, because everybody eat food, right? Today, I can assume that we might like a dish that we never thought we would like, or we tried it back in our younger days and we never like it. And now you say, wow, this is amazing. So, I mean, sometimes it takes us a bit of time to discover what we truly like, or discover probably it wasn't done correctly the first time, and somebody has probably put a little extra sauce where the sauce is needed. So, there's an option there. But we don't give it the time, so maybe
Once you give it the time already, it's just you're like, no, I'm not like that.
For me, why I say yes?
Come closer.
Yes? Why yes? Because, and this is not for you, it's different for you because you know what you like.
Yeah, it's gonna be different for each person.
But if you have a type and your type is not, it wasn't good. Sorry.
If your type is superficial, then if you say,
not superficial, no. Not superficial. You have a tendency of being attracted to the wrong people. And the wrong people always get you hurt. And you always end up in bad situations. You end up heartbroken, depressed and all of that. I think it's probably now time to change who you're attracted to and start going outside of that. Start looking outside of that scope of the nonchalant and what you call that, the bad boys and all of that, and start looking somewhere else.
All right.
Here's why I say yes.
Different.
Welcome to my TED Talk. So I say yes because of 2 particular reasons. One, a female changes at different stages of her life constantly. Where yes, you may have your core values, but for each stage of your life you change. When you're a teenager, you like certain things and you're attracted to certain things. When you're an adolescent going to university, you're attracted to certain things. And when you start in the working world and you're probably making more money now, you're attracted to certain things. I know that you're
30 going on, and kids are now in the picture, your attractiveness or what you're attracted to changes. As those things change and evolve, what you want in a man will change and evolve. What you wanted in a high school man, you're not going to want as a working woman, which is why I believe you should date outside of your type, because your type can be based in what you liked when you were in university. I know you are a very strong woman, CEO, head of all these things, and the man that you used to like in UE or at university is not going to work for you now.
Even though that is what you think.
Even though that's what you think your type is. That's one. The second aspect now is when you get to people who they always say, I always get men that cheat on me, or these are the kind of men that always happen. It's probably the persons you're attracting or the person you're attracted to. So you keep, everybody has patterns. So you're stuck in your pattern, and because you've been cultured in that toxic pattern for so long, you assume it's what you like, and you assume that this has to be the type that I choose. But no, this is actually the type that doesn't work for you, because you've been picking these set of people with the same colors every time, and that is why it's not working. So I believe you should have an open mind. So you should say, these are the core things I want in an individual, so I know what the certain things that I will definitely want. So like just your non-negotiables, like if him not have a stable job, I can't like him. I'm not saying that you must go all the way outside of your type, but have an open mind to say, all right, so you are not the 6'6" man I usually date, but you just kind of lean.
I'm one of the 6.
You kind of lean. You're not fat, but you have you just lean. No muscular build, but you lean. And you say, all right, then I can go and try that. And you'd be surprised as to how dating outside of what you think your type is actually the best relationship you ever have.
Wow.
That's the one that gave me the
the
dress and the heels outside of my type.
Right.
So you should have an open mind where that's concerned.
Probably why I am so still vehement no, because my type isn't the specifics. The specifics aren't really what matter to me. I don't really care about that. It's really just the intrinsic thing. It's like, okay, can you afford to live a life that you are comfortable in?
So
yes.
Hold on.
Creative? Yes.
So you have to define what type is.
For example, then, if we put all of your, or
exes,
let's say, right?
They all look the same. But
that's
what I'm saying.
They all look the same for the same reasons. They're all.
But that's a pattern. That's what we're talking about. Because
they're all your exes.
Ladies might not realize. They be like, oh my gosh, she's so different from him. But they say if somebody else take that look at eye and look at it from their perspective, they're be like, everybody are the same.
Honestly.
All right, but that's not the problem, because I am the problem. I know that.
No, we talk about that on a different show. We'll have to get you back on that.
They don't know how to behave, girl.
They don't know how to behave.
Know how to behave.
Like, oh, there must
something
be some
off to be wrong.
Yeah, there's ulterior motive behind this.
Some have to be wrong.
Yeah. Well, I see on the live, Sammy Joe said earlier, I don't like star fruit, and every time I try it, I still don't like it. It not changing the price of rice. But then after listening to the TED Talk, she said, I get your point, but then it now comes to what you define as type.
That's what I said.
Is it physical or personality or values? Because my type doesn't involve looks.
All right.
And that was what I was gonna get to. So
listen to me.
For me, well, I say it depends. But sometimes,
go ahead.
If it is that you date outside of your type, if you genuinely don't like somebody, you just don't like them. I've seen so many persons try that, even probably go as far as marriage, and then they realize along the way they only settled because the person was nice and good for them, but they genuinely didn't want that person because it's not the type. They probably weren't attracted, or the bond wasn't there. But you know what, this person cares for me, treats me like a princess. So I don't know where I haven't found this in my last 6 relationships. So you know what? Let me settle down with this. So that's one thing. Enough of these people who are married and so is second and not happy, right? Because the person was decent. I'm being realistic. Because when you talk to some of them, it's because it was the nicest person at the time.
Especially as females,
and
like, well, the clock is clicking. I'm now 35. You're
exactly.
here. Who is available versus who you want?
Exactly. So sometimes out of your type is a settling type of thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna say somebody out of your type can't surprise you, because I've had people grow on me. I've had somebody whom I'm genuinely never interested in, but after getting to know them, it's like them look the same now. But it's like the personality, and I've always been a personality person. You see, a personality does wonders for me.
All right.
So it depends on what your type is, as was said earlier.
All right, because you see, really and truly, I mean, as we say type, most ladies do jump towards the, physical looks and heights and all that
It's
stuff.
core values.
You might not notice, it might be a slight different, but there's also a physical type.
No,
but
all my exes look different. I was so everybody look different.
All of them.
there might be a similarity, but otherwise, there's also their persona, probably even their voice, how they would speak. There's gonna be a certain pattern, but these things are things that we don't notice. So that's why it's good to probably get a little feedback sometimes to say, because person will say, but well, there's the same guy that you're like, no, this is a different person. So like, oh, for true, I truly look different, but I think I cut him here. But all I'm gonna tell you is that we do have a type, and if you realize if the relationship ends up in similar problems, you might realize that, okay, well, this guy probably is similar to the other one that was there.
A pattern.
Sammy Joe say, I've been told I like short man.
What on this? So what on this? She never realized the man is short.
So I'm saying, as women, sometimes you don't know.
That's what I'm trying to show you.
You have to literally look
so
back
you guys
and
answering this
see.
question sometimes never realize when they're like.
Still going to
No, but all my exes look different. One, super tall. One was actually first guy.
No, but that's physical.
Ever date was shorter than me.
As I say, right off the bat, you can excerpt some physical, but
No, I'm saying,
really and truly,
okay, physical, yeah.
That's straight tall and something there. His thing
And
might
then
not
the
be
next one
tall
was
and
a-
short, His thing might be how him walk, like him walk with a certain, probably a muscular
personality, does it?
stature,
Personality.
and then that comes off, his persona. It's might tell you have a look at physical might
That
not
thing
just,
you're saying I go for.
That thing.
yeah,
where you
it
say
might not be a
people
physical
grow
height,
on you,
sharpness,
is that
but it
really
might be a
grow on you.
persona that
But
the confidence that he exudes and then vibe they will not talk about.
I don't like this girl on me type
I'm
thing.
actually, I want to
Like,
debate that
sure,
because
come
I
on.
feel like it's better when somebody grows on you than
That's-
you just
I like
dropping it.
Yeah.
And that's
Because
what
I
I'm saying.
feel like that's more genuine.
And
That's
that's-
you seeing
Hello.
somebody.
Jada,
That's you seeing somebody and going, they grow on you.
Let me say
Oh,
this. You
that's
see
so
why
like
it's
weed.
you know why this is important? Here why it's important. You see, ladies are thinking that. You see, once the ladies talk about the type, they immediately try. You see, like how you mentioned that a while ago, you immediately try and rule out certain things that you think you have to have the person do or want to do for you to love them. Oh, you like skating, but him not like skating. I can assure you that there's somebody that's gonna love you correctly, and you might end up loving, and they don't have to like the exact one thing that you love. You might, but guess what? No, you see, because you know, see that now look for that. Look, oh my gosh, what? Him not listen,
need to
him not
relate
listen
for
reggae.
everything.
Him not listen reggae, and music is the biggest thing in my life. You shut out that. I ain't even realize that the guy have 9 out of the 10 things on your list.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So sometimes we are not open-minded, so we never introduce the person as a friend. We don't see them as a stranger out there. And this
Shanel,
person is here looking for you.
because she's very passionate.
No, she's passionate, I realize.
But do you want to know
I
what she
want more
gonna
TED
say?
Talk points after she finish.
Because she
Come
has
on,
a,
give
she
a
has
TED
a
talk,
rule,
man.
She
Give
has
a
a
TED
rule,
talk.
and she say like the person has to do this. And
It's
I'm
not
telling you
like
that.
that you have to do this. So, all right, let's say music, right? I said I don't like musicians for those specific
Right.
reasons. But what if you are a musician? You need to be able to relate to my passion in whatever way you are passionate. So you could have really and truly been an accountant for true,
Yeah.
but the way how you crunch those numbers, it just, it just have you a certain type of way.
Or an
Sure.
accountant that listens to Mozart.
Or whatever. Because I dated somebody who plays violin. We don't know nothing about classical
There you
music,
go.
but just the way that he was passionate about it,
yeah.
I love that. So that is what I say is when I say creative, that's what I mean. And in my history, I haven't found somebody who just really say, you know what? I'm sorry for picking on the accountants, but like,
No, I understand.
crunching these numbers is really just getting me going. I've never experienced that. It's always been in a creative field or in law or in medicine or something like that. So you have to have something that you are so passionate about that you can relate when I am passionate about what I'm passionate about. Because then when you see me wake up at 4 a.m. and get up and go to that work that is not paying me well, you need to be able to understand, say, yo, she's doing this not for the actual job, she's doing this for her soul.
And so there's an accountant somewhere doing like 4 a.m.
Oh,
sessions.
thank you very
No, but I'm just
much.
saying
It's
because
true,
people are
all the
so
time.
diverse.
Yes.
But you see, the problem is that we don't give them the time of day.
Yeah, so when I say my
Alright.
So
type,
you're not
I don't mean that. Historically, my exes look, I guess they look the same.
See?
They look the same, but
Look at how
I've
they
never
look.
dated them for those reasons.
That might not be your first thought.
Yeah, it
but
was
it's in there somewhere.
They-
It's possibly in there.
We said this last week. They're we're the same person in different fonts, that's what they are.
Yeah.
So technically, all of them are tall with locks and beards. That's it.
Well, we've figured out the formula right there.
Hold on.
But they're very different, I promise.
Chevy done this say, okay, I'm listening, but Chevy, I forgot to stop listening. I say I got like black polish some.
No, but Chevy, Chevy, have it me a
No, but someone said black polish.
You have to lock it.
And there's black
Oh, my
polish.
three strand, you know. My three strand.
No,
so.
but I forgot multiply it.
Oh, them not do extension.
With the locks, girl.
And you know, funnily,
Love locks.
an ex of mine wanted to get locks, and I told him no.
For what?
I actually don't.
Why
I'm
would
not
you
fond of
do that
guys
to
with
your
Shanel,
hair.
they'll probably take him away. It's all right.
I'm not fond
we
of
don't play
guys
those
with
games.
hair.
Girl
For me.
code. We don't play those games.
For me, I don't. I'm not fond of guys with hair. It's never been a thing for me.
Man,
Like,
it's
and they
like-
grow your hair.
Oh no, sorry. It's
there's
either full
locks
locks or chop it. There's no in between.
Yeah, for me, I like a clean.
There's no in
shave
between.
guy.
Cornrows, what? What? No.
So I make this joke all the time. I love a struggle, man. I love somebody where a long time, go your beard I grew up and you look away and your locks were
Alright, there's time and place for that.
Shanel is going through some things right now.
Time and
So get some.
I'd say no. He would say, "Hey, Miss Jen, I'm still a thief."
And that, you know, I feel like during the peak of COVID, Shanel, they look for what if a man?
yes.
I don't know, man, nobody like you.
I was in a relationship at the time, but I did sing.
Oh my
Yeah, man,
God.
every man they look so, you know.
Let's go to the final question, people. Well, we have two questions, but I'm gonna use this one first, alright? Because this I think this question, has crossed the minds of men. And I think ladies try not to load up this thing, even though they'll probably have these talk with their girlfriends, right? But I want to know, ladies.
Hold on, Savage Joe say you love community service. What you do is struggle, man.
No, that's what I was going to say. She like a project.
A struggle
She like a
looking
project.
man. No.
Struggle looking man.
I want him to stay looking
She
struggle.
is-
I don't want.
She's
She want a
about
caveman.
charity.
She want a caveman.
Okay? She's about
No,
charity.
because-
Caveman
No.
vibe.
Caveman vibe.
back.
Hold on. She like the man
like
will
the
look like him.
philanthropist.
Use something,
Yeah.
knock you over the head, and
Yeah.
pull you in the
She like a man who
You
needs a
woman
chisel.
type
You know, like
vibe.
the man that will look chiseling. You know? Like the man that will needs a chisel.
No, hold on. If said you girl, me boy, we inside.
Come on, baby.
We together forever.
Together. That is Shanel type. If you use full sentences,
Yeah, not gonna work.
then I can't talk to Shanel.
All right, so ladies.
Sentence me any day.
Paragraph you, baby.
Paragraph. First of all, poetic.
Stanzas. They are the stanzas them. Anyway, people.
Come on.
Ladies, sit down now. Okay, make a circle the score, you know. Ladies,
yeah.
have you ever been attracted to a man or liked him more because of his car?
No.
Never.
Which car would be a plus for any guy?
I can't tell you which
Blue
car is
Civic.
no, which car is a not.
That
not.
Mark X.
There's a not.
Mark X.
That X.
Is that not?
To me, is a not.
So really, if you
You're
found a
not.
perfect, like a good guy, or a guy that you like, and him say, "I go park right," and he says a Mark X. It
I'll
don't
be like, how long you have the car? You soon change this?
they start wrap up the car.
It may be a deal
Or
breaker.
That and then you see when you have one of them Honda Civic.
What the Civic?
You men know.
What?
No.
You ladies know what?
No,
man?
knows that the Honda Civic man them just have.
Of what?
Much man.
Yeah.
But I'm here with ladies who don't like them.
Maybe.
That Mark X.
What I'm learning from this situation is I am toxic.
Well, we start to gossip when you like the caveman.
Yo, Jada. Yo, make it be a red Honda Civic.
Oh my God!
Make it be a yo.
But I want to tell you something. But girl.
Hear the music.
No, you see, this is how I know I am toxic. My last ex drove a red Honda Civic.
One drive past here on campus, I heard, don't chicken. And I was like, sir, you're walking red flag.
Are you telling me he's playing Valiant in the car? Come link me down the news talk.
But hold on, see.
So the Civic now. Alright,
Jada, he already
gonna bring it
got
back.
your
Gonna bring it
attention,
back. The Civic men are here to show you a good time for a short time, not a long time.
Yes.
So if that is what you want in your life, go right ahead, sweetie.
With the long time, with the situation.
One of them on the red Civic.
Situationships. Those red Civic men are men that go, you are wife at home, sit down over there, so I will run road.
Yeah.
I will
So what are the good guys' car then?
I don't know. I don't.
Well, Sammy
We
Joe
can't tell the
said,
good car.
I just love struggling and I hear.
she said, all right,
Tell the good car.
Sammy Joe
Toyota
said, I love
Kimmie.
nice car.
That's struggle
Your car, what?
Jalopy?
Your car up in nice. Me now ride on a mash-up car and it must clean for you come pick me up. That's all her requirements are.
Okay,
She
so
don't have no
care the name
particular
of the
car.
car.
I don't know
Once
any
it's
of
clean
the
and
No
look
scammer
nice.
car either.
Car
She
up
said.
nice.
Scammer
She said
car.
no
Mark
scammer
X.
car. It marks
Mark
scammer
X.
on the back. No scammer car.
But, alright, so being real now, like
Yeah.
what a car that a man drives.
Because I'm surprised if the Civic man them apparently have enough woman.
Yeah.
How no like the Civic man them if enough woman like them? So who now what?
No,
No,
because
'cause-
you're signing up
To
to
get hurt.
get bun. All the
To
way
get
up.
hurt. So
So,
any
oh.
another woman
Yeah.
in that man's life.
Yeah.
Another.
And we can't fight
You
over
can't
here.
be.
There's a
Have to be
reason
careful.
cars have
So
many
certain things
seats.
about car man me learn.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a car man who have more than 2 car,
Yeah,
just
that's
know
not your
say
man.
not yours because the man belong to the car them first.
Yup.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he has 2 cars.
So man have to sell one car?
No.
If he-
I'm just making
no,
you
no,
know
no.
that on his list of priority, you
not
are
number
below
one.
those cars.
These are what ladies
If
think about
he
the car.
drives a white BMW with leather interior, I
That's
know
not
your
your
man,
man.
baby. I know your man.
Yeah, that's
So no
not
good
your man.
guys not drive them car there?
Hello? That man picking up other women in that leather seat.
What is not this?
Yeah.
Guys,
So that's the first thing.
guys in the park
that man,
right now.
that
Now
man.
walk.
Oh
It's
God,
not
that
your
man.
own.
It's not your own. That God, that man.
All right, never mind.
That man, that
Never
man
mind.
is not your own.
All right.
So that's the first
So
thing.
only keep on Xing the cars them. So if not X out all of the car them,
No,
what the
let me
man
tell
have
you,
to
let me
bicycle?
talk.
I'm just
Say them
ad-libbing.
have
Where the
two
backup?
cars.
You're the ad-libs.
Say them have 2 car or multiple cars, you are literally below those cars at any given point in time. They will tell you say him broke. Nah, no money.
money.
Can't carry nowhere, and then you say buy a ribs here.
Yeah, he'll find money for the car.
All right. So
Can't
so
tell
we
me
right
that
have
I
that
want.
man there. So we have
Priority.
multiple car man.
Right.
A man will also say, all right, I'm going to buy a car, but it's like a struggle life. Me go from grown up, and me I talk like one of them 1990s.
Yeah.
The guy that's building
building
the car.
car.
Yeah.
Not your man neither.
Not
One
your
to
man.
him.
Because you are also below.
You are. That's his hobby. His main
This is-
hobby.
so
working
he's- and his
car.
passion.
His
His
life.
passion. His
His
life.
passion is true.
Right, so he's buying parts for that car.
Yep.
And you can be like, yo, me and you go out.
And
Sorry, me can't
it's
drive
like a
that.
situation where you have to sit down in a certain way because your foot can't touch right.
Can't
So and
touch.
you go slam my door. So every you girl.
Why you slam the door?
So we're giving you the example of the cars because we can't tell you which ones are the good ones because most cars are
We'll
just
go by elimination.
right.
Yeah.
So most cars are point A to point B. So
Yeah.
I tell you the one them where you
Avoid.
Just avoid that.
and it can fall in any type because a startup car can be Honda, Toyota,
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But just know say if a them thing then you deal with,
Yeah.
just know say and your man that the man belong to the car.
And
The man that
low-key-
always posts his
Come on,
car.
so girls look park car somehow.
No
but we
man,
don't
and
know.
low key,
okay.
the Swift drivers, not even the fit drivers,
Blue Swift.
the Swift drivers, they have
What about the fit?
them coming like short man.
One
You know
short
when
man.
you know when
Wait,
men are
somebody named
short.
Short Man?
No, you know when men are short and they feel really uncomfortable and insecure about
Okay,
them being short.
okay.
So
That's
insecure
what
short man.
that's what the Swift drivers
So not
are.
all short man.
It's
They
like,
coming
yeah.
like insecure short man.
Yeah.
No, I disagree with the Swift and the
No
Civic.
man, I
It's-
listen,
no, they're
not the
they're-
fits, not the fits.
No, but Swift and Fit to me fall in the same
Yeah, they're in the same
category.
category.
Demio, what
They're
else?
all in the
They
same
look a
category.
small-
Small
No,
compact
man.
cars, yeah.
They're all in the same category.
Yeah.
They're all
All in
good
the same-
startup cars. They're all
Good
good
startup
So what to the
affordable
guys?
Either
I
it's
want
either
up and
a
coming guy
hit
that's
Yeah,
or a miss with the small car men
I don't want to see
drivers.
a big man in a small. It's a
I don't mind. I love a
supposed to
fit.
can't
Why you
afford
do
nothing
that?
else.
Why?
I love a
Why
fit.
you want to do that to yourself, sir?
There's a big man in one look Swift and no one
But
thing.
the fit is so
When you
gas
burn the
ruku
car
tuku,
one side,
ruku
just
tuku.
so-
And a
What's that
roof-
18 budget?
But the fit is so gas
And when you
efficient.
come out,
gas
the car
price
lift up.
heavy.
That's what the shocks are work. That's not every day.
I don't include the fit drivers in
I have to say,
I like the
there's
different point
something
of
to
view.
that
I
because
tell you, cause them have
the other day on the country road, we passed one car, one Swift, and the window was almost at the top, and we could have see the man chin.
Look away.
It looked like him not fit, like him barely. survive. So it didn't look wrong.
And overall, men who if you go in their vehicle and the first thing they say is, well, I know it's not a no. Stay away from that man.
Oh, geez.
Stay away
And then
from
for
that
me, the other end of the spectrum is if it's like Audi and super expensive.
No, that's
He
not
married.
your man.
Yeah.
He married.
Son can't single.
No.
He married.
Ladies.
If he's driving an Audi and he's 20 years old unemployed,
That.
Or sugar baby.
All right, ladies, I definitely want to thank our guests for their
Yes,
views.
time has run out.
Shanel,
As usual,
Jada, Kim. We completed the questions. We got some views. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Be sure to check out the video on our YouTube page, Funtastic Fridays. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
See y'all next week.
Enjoy your weekend. Let's hope my voice come back.